Hey folks, welcome to another Fitness Friday Posi-TIPS with Rachelle. Folks, last time I shared with you the exciting news that I have a place now here in Metro Detroit where I can do a full stretch on the mat, sitting down. It is just, I'm so excited. You have no idea, folks. I'm just so excited. And I've actually designated that gym to be my special occasion gym. So was there on May 17th for my 24th fitness anniversary, and we'll be back there at the end of June for my 1-year Planet Fitness anniversary. So excited, folks, so excited. But folks, let me move on to share another one of Rachelle's Planet Fitness or PF adventures. This time I actually had the opportunity to go to the Farmington Hills Club on May 23rd. I had an early appointment in Farmington Hills, so had the opportunity to work out there and then head over to my appointment. Had a great workout, really enjoyed that club. And Kyle, folks, Kyle was at the front desk when he checked me in at the front desk, and then proceeded, I swear it seemed like my entire workout was cleaning. I mean, cleaning his heart out. I said, here we go. We got Purple Pride of Farmington Hills right here, live in the flesh. I mean, cleaning. I'm over there in the dumbbell area. He's cleaning the trash receptacles. Also, there's typically, if you've never been to a Planet Fitness gym, there's an actual top cover, and then there's the actual portion that has the big hole in the middle that leads down to the trash can. But not only was he cleaning the top of the trash can, but under it. So it was great to see that commitment, that detail orientation, the importance of recognizing the little things that matter. And I'm always harping on cleaning. I know I always have, but folks, it is such a huge competitive advantage. And that's certainly one from a franchise level, certainly one of Planet Fitness's biggest strengths is their commitment to cleanliness, the cleanliness of their club. So folks, for those of you in other franchises, corporate gyms recognize cleanliness is so important, and Planet Fitness does an excellent job with cleaning. But folks, this time I wanted to share some additional thoughts. Heard me tell the story at the Brighton Club. A guy named Troy introduced himself to me in the weight machine area and was telling me all about the Black Card membership and not recognizing that I was already had a Black Card. And he was just telling how much he loved that club and yada, yada, yada. But long story short, he was an advocate. And I promised you I would share some thoughts, some additional insights this time on the importance of developing advocates. Because folks, I mean, you could run a $10,000 ad campaign and target a certain, yes, you got reach in terms of total number of people your campaign reaches, frequency, the total number of times that particular campaign or series of campaigns reaches a particular prospective customer set of prospective customers. But folks, that one-on-one feedback, that word of mouth is always, I don't care what, inside the fitness industry and outside the fitness industry, is so powerful. It is so powerful. And rest assured, not only is he approaching people like me that were he'd never seen, recognized from the club before, but also within that particular, of course, him sharing all of that with me, he's doing that with other people. Recognize I'm not the only one. I'm sure in the community he's telling people all about that gym. I'm sure inside the gym, just like me, he's telling other people, other members about the gym and how much he loves it. And that is extremely powerful. That is extremely powerful. But folks, he's not the only one. Okay, those kind of things happen in facilities all across this country, quite frankly, all across the world. But it's just a matter of identifying who those folks are. And that's why I pointed him out in the member survey, in the block section where you're able to write some comments. That's why I pointed him out, so they would know this guy right here, this dude is your advocate. He is selling the heck out of this club for you. All right, and so folks, it's important to identify those folks. And you may say, Rachelle, how do you identify? How do I know? I'm busy, I'm trying to run a gym, I'm trying to run a studio, I'm trying to run a YMCA, whatever the case may be. Identification is so important. And there are so many different ways that you can do this, and I cannot do it due diligence in terms of this particular episode, but just wanted to share some thoughts. And that is, when you're thinking about identifying, I mean, there's you can do surveys. Like, okay, for instance, okay, I'm not a member of that club. I did a member survey, and I pointed him out as their advocate. But you can do surveys. You can survey your members. You can also survey prospective members in terms of those who said they've decided to go with a different club or a different facility to find out why. But that's just the general customer service feedback. You can survey your members. You will be able to tell who are the happiest ones, who are the ones that are raving about your club, that are so pleased, that are so enthused. That is a surefire way to determine who are the people that are in a position from a happiness and a fulfillment standpoint to be willing to go to bat for you in terms of establishing word of mouth and maintaining word of mouth with their particular circle, inner circle, whatever the case may be. So surveys is so important to gauge that. Secondly, feedback requests. I mean, there's various different types. You could call, you could text, you could email. I mean, there's so many different things that you can do. You can have focus groups, and you will always be able to see like who is on fire for this club, who is so excited. And also too, in some cases, who's an influencer? Okay, does this person have a leadership role? Does this person have the ability to influence others, influence a community, influence a group favorably toward my facility? I mean, that's just huge. So feedback requests of all types, of recognizing, you want to find out how people feel about your club, and also to segment those folks and recognize, okay, these are the folks that are on fire. These are my raving fans. These are the people I really, really need to think long and hard about developing and moving on to the next level. Also referrals. Okay, you've got some facilities have formal referral programs where you can get a month free, you can get half off your membership. There's other types of prizes and giveaways for referrals. Those are formal programs, formal referral programs, but also there's informal, just kind of word of mouth. Hey, my best friend told me that this is a great facility and I just wanted to come check it out. Okay, and in those particularly the informal, those are typically ones where referrals aren't compensated. And you will often see that in your lower price clubs. And that's understandably because they're already dealing with thinner margins. And so they don't often, give you a free month or anything like that for referring other people, but certainly always ask, find out if there are formal referral programs where you and the person you refer can certainly benefit, but also recognize, listen to that. If you got 6 people coming in and they're telling you that Joey Jones said that this was a fantastic facility I needed to check it out, then certainly Joey Jones is an advocate, all right? Or Janie Jones, whatever the case may be, recognize. You got to listen for it. Listen particularly for patterns, for repetitive type of referrals and people getting sent in to talk to you. Really, really, really recognize who those folks are and take the extra step to develop them to the next level of advocacy of your facility. Also online reviews. I mean, there's certainly online/social media. So you got Google Plus, you got Facebook, you got so many different Twitter. I mean, there's so many different ways to identify who are the people that are constantly shouting out your club, who are the people that are constantly posting, who are the people that are constantly raving online. That means they're certainly willing to let the world know that, hey, I'm at this club, hey, I'm rocking it out, hey, I'm having a great time, hey, I'm proud to be a member. Because members who aren't proud, they're not going to be posting things, they're not going to be posting selfies, they're not going to be highlighting the club online or offline. So it's important to recognize that. Look at those online reviews. I mean, they're so important. And not only, particularly if you're part of a franchise, don't just look at your own facilities online in terms of social media reviews. Look at the overall, whether it be Snap Fitness, the corporate Facebook page, Anytime Fitness, Planet Fitness. Look at those because you will have a wealth of information. I'm actually going to highlight a Planet Fitness example here to close out this episode, but certainly a wealth of information. Those people who may be members of your facility, who are willing to go to the corporate social media websites and give shout outs and say how wonderful they think this person is and how wonderful they think that facility is. And so folks, you've got to search and look for these people, but I assure you, in many cases, they are there. They just need to be identified and really, 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 well, express your appreciation, but also look at ways to develop them and take them to the next level. And so folks, I actually want to highlight here a few Planet Fitness examples, as I mentioned before, and as they relate to this topic here. People willing to give kudos, to shout outs for their particular people and club. Long story short, okay, so on the main Facebook page for Planet Fitness, so on May 7th at 10 a.m., there was a post. And it says this month's Golden Thumb Award is headed to the Rotunda Drive location in Erie, Pennsylvania. Put your thumbs together for fitness instructor Anna Z and front desk staffer Joshua E. All right, so a member, Elizabeth B., nominated them, and they won this particular Golden Thumb Award. All right, and so I was going through, admittedly, looking at Michigan, looking for Michigan shout outs, because again, I'm in Michigan right now, and so I'm always interested to see what clubs, and so I can mentally make mental notes of clubs that I need to check out and things like that, because if people are willing to give national shout outs like this, or really international shout outs, that says a lot about how the club, particularly when I start to see patterns of certain clubs being recognized over and over and over again by different people. And so had one here. So again, this was May 7th. So you had a boatload of people, at this point, there was 1.1 thousand people that replied. So a ton of people giving shout outs. And Diane Ranger said, PF staff at Brighton, Michigan location deserves a golden thumb. And there's 3 thumbs at the bottom of her message. Okay, and so Lee Ann Ferguson said, Drew and Raj and the entire staff at Canton, Michigan. They are amazing, always friendly and helpful, and the gym is always clean and maintained. All right, so Clee Butler says, PF in Troy, Michigan. The whole staff there is great. And he emphasized great. There's a lot of R's. It's not my home gym. I like visiting different Planet Fitness just to see. There's a smile, and he has the 100 underlined twice. All right, so Mary Ann Singer Chupa says, yes, Felicia at the Novi-Michigan location. She is an excellent trainer, pushes you when you need it, and works with all levels and ages. She's very dedicated, smart, and motivating. All right, and so Katrina Behelau says, Planet Fitness, Troy, Michigan. Everyone who works there is awesome. They are so welcoming, and even if I'm not in the best mood, walking into that PF facility always puts a smile on my face. They go out of their way to make sure you're having a good workout and always greet each customer by name. That's awesome. All right, so those are just some examples. I mean, there's clubs from across the country, but since I'm here and I'm always going on different Planet Fitness adventures, particularly here in Metro Detroit, I was really interested to see what Michigan clubs there were. But again, folks, those are advocates. Those are examples of people. Yes, there were thousands of people across the country at different clubs giving their club shout outs and why they thought their club needed to win the award. And certainly it was incredibly competitive, I'm sure, for the folks at corporate to determine who gets that award on a monthly basis or quarterly basis. Not sure how often it's offered, but that's an example. Okay, these are people right there. Their names are right there. Folks from those particular clubs. And in your case, if you're Snap Fitness, if you're Anytime Fitness, there are ways you can find out, you can identify these people, reach out to them. Thank you. Thank you. I saw that shout out you gave on the corporate page, the Planet Fitness, the corporate, and I just want to thank you so much for that feedback. It really means a lot because again, thousands of people are saying that. And again, those posts stay there. So over time, people can look and say, oh my gosh, let me check and see who won at different places. And people are looking for their own clubs or looking for clubs in their home state or area like I did. And so there's ways to identify those folks, but certainly step 1, identify them, let them know how much you appreciate them, but also develop them. Continue to develop, like Troy at the Brighton Club. Now he's a huge advocate, selling the club for them. And so with someone like that, they don't just happen. And I'm going to close with that. Advocates don't just happen. Okay, when you look at loyalty, when you look at brand loyalty, certainly one thing, loyalty to a fitness facility in this particular instance, as this is a Fitness Friday episode, certainly one thing that's incredibly important, or the most important thing in terms of generating loyalty to a facility, is the ability of the club or the staff to create personalized experiences with members. And that helps to get them engaged and to keep them engaged and to keep them happy. And so personalized experiences, okay, and that could be something as simple as using names, okay, acknowledging people when they come in, acknowledging people when they leave. There's different things like that. Having unique experiences that truly are tailor-made to them, that make them feel important, that make them feel valued and appreciated. Those are huge. Those are huge in terms of establishing loyalty and maintaining loyalty. I'm going to do a whole episode here. In 2 to 3 weeks, I'm going to talk about the little things. It is the little things that engender loyalty. It is the little things that also cause individual to leave facilities. All right, it's not the major big things. Yes, does that happen? Some of the big things that happen, absolutely. But it's the little things that you can control. One thing you always hear me say on these episodes and also the episodes on Non-Fitness Fridays is control what you can control. Control what you can control. If you see someone that's happy, if you see someone that has potential, and particularly if they're influenced, have a leadership potential in terms of influencing a circle, influencing a group, influencing a population, okay, you got to just appreciate those folks, but also recognize you got to develop those folks. You got to have unique experiences. And we're going to talk about that moving forward, but that is a huge competitive advantage because at the end of the day, you want the folks posting about your club, whether it be on your own Google Plus website, your Facebook page, whatever the case may be. But as I want to go back, as I make this final point, last time I talked about you got to know where you stand. And so folks, I don't care what type of facility you have. If you are not consistently reviewing those social media posts, your Google Plus, what are people saying about you and your facility, your Facebook, all right, your national pages, if applicable, your Twitter, what are people saying about you online, forums, different things like that, you have got to know. And yes, it can be, I'm sure, painful to read some of the criticism that come, but also you will see people that are raving fans, and it will also give you an opportunity to, again, strengthen some areas, but truly, your folks are saying exactly what they think, and it's so easy to find out. Go online consistently, weekly if you can, bi-weekly if you have to, but you gotta look and see what people are saying at your facility. People are constantly posting, so you gotta know what people are saying. So you know, what camp they fall in. Is this someone that has potential? They may be a hater now. Is there something that I can do to rectify the situation, to make it better, to engender loyalty, to help to turn their perception of my club around? Folks, it is truly in your hands. And I want you to be successful. I always want you to be successful. I am pro-fitness, so that means I'm not in favor of one franchise or one entity or one corporate type of chain versus the other. It could be YMCA, CrossFit boxes, whatever. I want everyone to be successful, but it certainly starts to recognize the value of competitive analysis, recognizing what folks are saying about you, soliciting feedback, acting on that feedback, recognizing who your advocates are. And next time, we are going to get into the nitty-gritty of the power of paying attention and developing a competitive mindset. I can't wait. I cannot wait, folks. But until then, thanks so much for your time. Make it a wonderfully fit day.